All right, Hero Comics here. I want to continue on with talking about transgender hate mail. But before I do, I want to talk about these guys here. These, I got two of these, okay, from a thrift store, okay, Savers. I think it was like 2 for $5, like 2 for $5 or something like that. Two of these guys, all right. And basically I call them the red replacers. They basically worked very nicely for what they are. It turns out, and basically they eventually wore out because, of course, I'm very tough in headphones. That's why I make my own headphones. That's why I have my own stuff. Gotta work with that. But anyway, I started making my, basically I got these guys, and 2 for $5 or whatever. And I was like, when they wore out, I was like, yeah, I'll just throw them out. But then I saw this little symbol on the front. Let's see if I can get the symbol in the frame there. There we go. See the little symbol? Better symbol. That right there. I decided to look around for that symbol on a pair of headphones. I Googled that, looked around for red headphones, and eventually found this. The one of the symbol on it. Okay. In the picture of that. Those are apparently Turkish Airlines headphones. These headphones are the headphones that they give to people on the on planes. And I'm noticing they are very cheap. They're all plastic. And they got the little guy here, little ear cups there have this weird rubber coating. It's a little weird. It's very cheap rubber coating. There's a little bit of foam inside, a little bit of foam rubber inside there. Yeah, they're very cheap, but they work pretty well. Their bass is amazing, but their mid-range and treble or mid-range and hi-hat are not that good. But they seem to work okay for what I'm doing right now. But they're wearing out, of course. But the cool thing is I'm finding that you can buy bulk ones of these, packs of 10 of these for like 20 or so. We'll see. We'll get a pack of these. It'll be awesome to see. That'd be fun. These are I'm basically gonna hold on to these because these are airline headphones. I don't really get to go on airlines that much, so it's nice to have them. They're doing okay for what I'm using them for. They're basically they're replacement headphones. While I repair these guys, where's my other guys? Where's my other guys? They're my other guys. And these guys right here, I gotta repair these. I like repairing these guys, but when they wear out, it takes time to repair them. So it's good to have something that'll just work. You plug in and work, play and just work. But yeah, they're starting to wear out, so I gotta get more. Oh, these guys here, I gotta talk about these guys. These guys cost around $3. These little guys here. These, there's a very basic guys. But as you can see, there is a bit more metal in them. You see, foam rubber. There's foam rubber. Yeah, and basically, very, very basic stuff. You can take the foam rubber off, and you can see there's a little speaker right there. Little plastic speaker in there. Foam rubber back on. Here we go. There you go. But those other ones, I don't know about taking that stuff off of there. That looks like it's attached. Might be able to come off. I don't know what that's stuff. But yeah, these little guys here are $3 at a dollar store in a mall. I found. And yeah, basically, they don't work as well as these for noise cancellation, But and of course, these guys here are way better for noise cancellation because it goes you go over your ears, especially these. I really want to get these. Oh my gosh, not you. Not you. Like it, but not you. I really want to work on these guys. Take it off. I really want to work on these guys. Okay, here's the deal. Yeah. Oh, I missed them. I miss them so much. They wore out. The cord wore out. I gotta basically replace all this stuff in here. Yeah, just like I replace these guys. And these guys. Yeah, but okay, here's the issue. Here's the issue. I know it's a headphone. Basically, this is gonna be a headphone talk, I guess. So it's that headphone talk. Anyway, we got these guys here. These are Turtle Beach. I like some Turtle Beach headphones. Okay. Uh, but these are the $40 guys. Okay. $40 guys, pretty much plastic. All plastic. You are pretty cool. The heck? They're pretty cool. But yeah, they have like these foam the inserts. Foam rubber guys are better, or definitely better than these other guys are. But they're definitely not the softest ever. The biggest or softest ever. They have this headband that's not a bad headband. It's definitely all plastic. A little different. As always. Then you get this kind over here. These are the $50 guys. $50 guys have a much thicker, softer ear cups. You see that? Thick and soft those are. Oh my gosh, those are. And they got this headband here. So call the $60 headband because they have the same headband on these $60 guys. All right, but these right here are the softest ear cups. These guys are here, the softest ear cups. Oh, I've ever seen, I've ever felt. My gosh, I go through an entire work shift with these on. 1 year off, of course. Just 1 year off, and just have 1 year on, 1 year off, 1 year on, and just it was amazing. It was wonderful. It was so absorbent, so wonderful. It was great. It was great. But here's the problem. Okay. They of course wore out. But the cool thing is, when I can, I will of course replace all the wiring and speakers inside here, just like I did with these two guys right here. I got new wires and new speakers inside these. I just gotta fix that stuff up so it'll work right. So I work on that. Got these guys here as backups for now, but of course we're wearing out. So eventually they'll be And basically the issue with those is I can't. I'm trying to basically fit. I need something big enough to fit a speaker in. These do not have a speaker big enough. I'm trying to fit a speaker into those things. So once these wear out, I'll basically salvage the headphone jack off of them and use them for maybe these guys or whatever. We'll see. But whatever the case is, that's what's going on right now with my headphones. Just doing that stuff, crazy stuff. It's a work in progress. These are doing very nicely for my computer. I'm liking them because they're really cheap, but they have a pretty good sound for basic stuff, and they're very light, and they work very nicely. So I'll say see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube, DeviantArt. I'll talk about more headphone stuff, especially when I get more of these guys.